All right, hey everyone, welcome. Tellor Dev Call, November 21st today. So yeah, things are going good. Thanksgiving week, so it'll be a good week. So, okay, what are the big things kind of we're working on this week? I think overall the crypto markets have stabilized from the FTX crash. We are alive, and we're gonna continue to stay alive as a space. Um, the biggest things is we're just working kind of on some integrations. I think that's the big piece. Everybody's kind of got their heads down working on something as far as helping somebody integrate Tellor. So it's super cool. And yeah, that's about it. For me, I posted a new deep dive, by the way. Gotta plug that. Modify. It's apparently Modify.
Oh, okay.
Asked him, but yeah, they're only on testnet, so I didn't really want to post it, but there were some cool pieces to the Oracle. So I was like, and if you since it is only on testnet, I figured they can like still change it. So I gave like a lot more like helpful tips as far as like how I would change your Oracle and make it a little bit better, trying to help them out. So yeah, overall was a good discussion though. So yeah, don't know if you guys want to watch it. Um, long long story short, their unique piece was that they don't want to focus on data feeds or price feeds or anything. They just want like those one-off events for oracles. So similar to like more of like a UMA style where you ask it a question and gives you a response. But so you dispute it, and if it's wrong, usually you would go to like a vote to see whether or not it should be a good or bad value in their slashing. But they don't do a vote. They just have it loop back around. There's a dispute, it gets pushed off, and they'll just wait for the value. And whenever the good value that comes up and is not disputed, that's the settlement for the disputes. So they have like an Oracle system with like no voting.
That's kind of cool.
Which is super cool. That's what I like. The only problem is like I was trying to think, is there any way you could possibly do that with Tellor? And the answer is like you can't do it with price feeds or things, because like if you submit a price of ETH one day and then you wait, like you would have to do it for that exact timestamp, but then there's always a range.
Yeah.
So like is $1 the same as 101?
Right.
Maybe. So there's like a whole bunch of those subjective issues that make it a lot harder when you're trying to do kind of price feedy stuff. So, but cool idea, something we can.
So they're no longer this Oracle aggregator.
They're no longer an Oracle aggregator. I found that out.
Yeah.
So, but that was like the cool piece I took away from it. I don't even think he knew that was the cool piece of his system, but it was a cool piece. So yeah. So if you're watching this UMA, that's what you guys should do too. Anyway, I'm sure Hart is sitting there watching our dev call.
Yeah,
but yeah, other things we're working on. I guess I'll just pass it over to you guys. Owen, how's things going?
It's going well. This morning I was working on a bug fix that Spuddy found for the RNG reporter. Pushed a fix for that. And then I'm going to work on the profit one that he reported today. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Cool. Tim?
Yeah, so I'm meeting with Akram today about the Cadena integration. So I'm going over the packed language, trying to learn how that works in preparation for that meeting and going forward. And then Nick and I have a meeting with Stater today, which is what the toxicity number is being used for. So I guess we'll figure out the next steps on that integration, see what they need from us.
Cool. Yeah, they're fun guys. So cool. Akram.
Working on the pack contract, trying to make fixes, edit some of the code, add the functionality that I haven't added yet. Got to do a review on Owen's PR and good meeting with Tim later. That's it.
Yeah, and if you have questions, reach out to them. Like they
Okay.
are super responsive and helpful. So if you don't know how to do something in the language, just ask. Like
Okay.
don't waste too much time thinking about it. So yeah, cool. Ryan, anything?
Unmute. Yes. Ciro actually just did another pull request for ETH mainnet on the funder feed, so I'm gonna pull that down, and then I just got to move some graph stuff over to us, but tackle that. Still working on the voting page, thinking about how we can like actually make that usable for disputing. Or it's not for disputing, it's just for voting on disputes. And then I've actually also Tim's been helping me work revamping the Tellor School playlist on YouTube, kind of taking out what's not relevant anymore, updating what we need to, and just making that viewership experience a little bit more, kind of building a story there. So
Nice.
that's the focus.
Yeah, so you had that. Spuddy, anything?
End of last week, I was kind of just like breaking stuff and making issues like I always do. And I set up an area to make content, working on some content ideas. Ryan and I were talking about there's all these opportunities to like make videos to communicate little tidbits about Tellor that we don't do enough of. So was looking at that stuff, but I'm kind of open for input too.
Cool.
We talked about doing some node stuff too, but I don't have parts yet.
We're giving you the parts, so that'll be good. And then yeah, I'll give you some stuff. I mean, we could always do another Telliad video as far as running Telliad. I don't know how. Maybe Brenda, you can give it a try, the current one, starting Telliad, and then we were going to give you feedback hopefully this week. So
So I'm running one on AWS that I haven't stopped since the last time. I'm sure it has no money, so it's just
Nice.
doing nothing. So, but yeah, I'll
Yeah.
start from scratch with the latest release. So.
Cool. All right. Mike, anything?
I think it's worth pointing out that about the CoinMarketCap supply numbers being off, for anybody that cares. So we might get a little bit of a market cap bump here. Won't really move the needle much, but
Talking to CoinMarketCap, they haven't updated our
since August.
total supply since August. So fix that.
So if you want supply numbers, look at CoinGecko and look at the FAQ in the Discord. I can update that again today. I haven't updated that in a while.
Yeah. But CoinGecko has it.
CoinGecko has it.
Right. Yeah.
Good. All right. Questions? Do we have any?
Just in the Discord. You want to do the Discord question?
Yeah.
Do those.
Yeah.
First one, what is update Tellor 360? That's the version of Tellor that is working now. It's live. So it's not an update that's coming anymore. That's
What is 360 basically?
yeah.
Yeah. That's like what we call the current version of Tellor.
The biggest thing about it is that it's now it's immutable. So there's still a lot of work for us to do on the client software that interacts with contracts to make it easy for users to use. But the contracts that are live on mainnet now are they can't be changed.
Cool. Anything else?
Okay, yeah. Are we well funded to survive the prolonged grizzly bear market?
You betcha. No, I posted I posted a good response to this
Yeah.
one, I think. So like our funds are actually all open. So like our team's multi-sig is there. That's it. So like it's not like we're hoarding cash on the sides. Like that's it. You can go look. There's enough money for a nice runway. Brenda's done a good job at diversifying, and then we have the token, and then we'll kind of adjust as we go. You know, obviously if it's a 5-year time with $1 price, like yeah, we're all gonna die. But like sorry guys. But you know, like you would assume that this would be, you know, we got a year or two left of this, and we're just gonna kind of adjust accordingly as we go on to survive it. So it is what it is. Yeah, those $1 million bonuses will be sort of foregone for the year, but
I think for Tellor, like regardless of what the price has been doing, we have more going on than ever. Like we have more prospects for users than ever. Like so fundamentally, Tellor should be like more quote unquote bullish than ever. We don't know what the price is gonna do, but
yeah, because I mean, like you have multiple scenarios. Like if it's one of these things where like the price stays low for a year or two, but like people are starting to use Tellor and there's demand for it and stuff like that, and we're like well positioned to get in for the bull market. That's the scenario we're hoping for and we're building for. And you know, you see signs of it. You know, like we do have, like Spuddy was saying, we do have like more interest in integrations and people actually building it and reaching out to us. So like you see some signs there, but you know, if there's like another scenario where like our price is $1 and every single person building on crypto leaves, like, yeah, like it's gonna be rough. You know, if there's no users, there's no users, and everything goes away. But like that's, you guys won't even be watching these videos, then it'll just be gone. Just, yes. So play for the one future.
and we're not planning on going anywhere.
Yeah, no, we're here.
Meanwhile, there are other ecosystems that have some grants that, you know, we've received and we're going to continue to pursue. Those little things do help along the way. You know, bolster the reserves a little bit. So
Mike's here. He's off camera.
hi guys.
Yeah.
That's Mike.
Speaking of which, can you reach out to Avalanche?
Mhm.
See if I know we had talked to them a
I
while
talked
ago.
to, yeah, and Lucian was supposed to.
See if we
Put
can
it
just
over.
get like a grant or something to go, or even good marketing to go over
Yeah.
there, because there's a project that might need them, so
Oh, okay.
over on Avalanche. So if we can just,
What's the name of the project?
can't tell you that.
We can't. Okay, we got two more questions.
Okay. Understood.
Two more questions. Looks like Binance holds around 40% of the supply. The person who asked the question says, not been around crypto for long, so not sure if that's good or bad.
Super normal.
Super normal.
Super normal. It might even be low. But to be honest, this was one of the big reasons for me that I wanted to push towards getting rid of any upgradability. You know, any system out there with token voting or anything is like beholden to the fact that if Coinbase and Binance started talking to each other and attacking these projects, like it would be over, like any project. So
As Binance holds 40%, there's another big chunk that Coinbase has.
Yep.
And that's where a lot of the TRB supply lives.
But yeah, any project out there,
They're all like
if
that.
you have token voting, it always looks like that, and it's super scary, and that's why we wanted to move away from it. Like,
Yeah.
we like Binance, but do we trust Binance? A little bit, but yeah,
They generally don't mess with that, but like they could.
they don't.
They don't touch it.
I
They don't
mean,
touch it.
yeah.
But like, unless they hate you, like, you know, you saw like CZ tweeting at FTX and dumping their price. So like, as long as you stay on their good side, they won't fuck with your project. And we're on the good side now. So
Didn't some exchange vote on a Uniswap governance proposal recently? It was like the first time ever.
Oh, wow.
I think that was Binance.
It was Binance.
You know what? That's
Oh.
funny. They said they said that their policy was to not be involved in any governance.
It is their policy.
And then until it's not their policy.
Yes. So
So anyway, we removed it anyway, so.
Last question. Is there any concern regarding some exchanges delisting projects with small volumes in liquidity? CEO of CryptoCom brought this up in a recent interview.
I mean, ours looks super healthy, but yeah, like I don't think we have low. I mean, maybe if somebody wants to put together a number and say like we're the lowest one on Coinbase or Binance, but I really don't think that's
Yeah,
even close to being the case.
They list and delist tokens all the time, so I don't.
Yeah, they've always done that, but usually the projects that go away, it's the ones that like you can go on there and you'll see they have like $10,000 in daily volume, you know, which is 100 times less than us. So
I think those are usually they're usually like the exchanges are always kind of paying attention to which crypto projects are still developing and which ones aren't.
mhm,
So Tellor is obviously still developing more than ever.
yeah. So
That's it.
that's it. Go have fun, guys. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. We'll be here next week. So, all right. See you, everyone.